sister. How are you? Okay, here we are. We are going to talk about illusion number 5, crab mentality. So, how are you? How are you feeling about the illusion series so far? Let me just see that I am live in the group. Okay, looks like we are good. So I'm going to bring it up on my phone and we're going to dive into illusion number 5. It's been so great. It seems like the last illusion really hit many of you. In a good way, you know, just like kind of waking up to some of these mentalities that you yourself have fallen victim to. So that's been the whole thing, you know, and I've really been trying to echo that. It's like we have to use this information as power to create change in our lives and not let our minds use it as ammo to beat us up and say that we're a kid who is a crab or is a monkey or whatever, right? Like we just have to really look at it. Hello, Dave's here. Okay, so as you're coming on, say hello, use the hashtag WildBeAlive. Hello, Erin. Yay! Today's illusion is a little different than the other illusions because there's actually 2 illusions within this one mentality. When I really started to think about it, when I really started to see it apart, at face value, when I was learning about it, everybody was talking about this one kind of side of the illusion, but then as I was thinking about the WildBeAlive sisters, I was thinking about the mentality of many women in this group and in this community, there's kind of a flip side illusion that can come with this one as well. So we're going to talk about both of those today. And I think you're really going to resonate with this. You're going to see it. So when I talk about on that live, right, talking to you about WildBeAlive clothing, you know, I talked about people pleasing and how I may not be saying things ways that maybe I should, or like being a little bit more direct. So this one is gonna be a little bigger. This is gonna be, I think, a mentality that might hit you a little bit harder. But as I have said to you before, like we're gonna channel our wise, WildBeAlive woman. Okay, shoulders back, head held high, feel your feet on the floor. We're going to call your wise woman forward as we're having this conversation. We do not need to have little girl energy in this conversation because the only way you're going to move through this is if you really hear me from your wisdom, not from your broken little girl. Yeah? Are you picking up what I'm throwing down right now? So if you are feeling really emotional right now, you're feeling like a little unsteady, which actually is very normal with this full moon. It's actually a blue moon, 2 full moons in the month of August. It's in Aquarius, I believe. I know it's in a water sign, so there's been lots of emotions. Can anybody resonate? There's been lots of emotions coming up during this full moon. So if you're feeling a little wobbly, if you're just feeling really emotional right now, then I would actually encourage you to shut down this video, go take care of yourself, go have a good cry, go have a sacred shower, or if it's not brutally hot where you're at, take a nice bath. You could take a cool bath and take care of yourself, right? Nurture yourself, love yourself, really be there and hold yourself through the rest of the day. And then when you are well rested and hopefully well nourished and hydrated, take care of the human, take care of the body, and then come back and listen to this particular illusion. Yeah? Is that a deal? Hello, Vicky. Hi, Berlene. Congratulations, Berlene. Berlene got engaged. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Like, I am just over the moon for you. You have to know that. Like, when I saw that, I was like, wait, hold on. Wait, yes? Yes? Oh, I'm just so excited for you. It's really amazing. So are we all in agreement? Our wise woman is forward. Or if you are having a hard time accessing your wise woman and you're a little wobbly and emotional right now, then you're just going to shut this down and come visit it tomorrow or the next day when you're feeling a little bit more solid. I know that there are those of you who are here, but I haven't heard from you. I just want to make sure we are really clear with that, okay? It's okay to shut this down. I know curiosity killed the cat, but I want you to be in a solid place when we talk about this particular illusion and this 2-sided illusion. Yeah. There's kind of a little bit of a delay, but I'm like looking at the comments and making sure we're clear. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to bring up this image for you. Okay, I'm good. Erin, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for checking in. My wise woman is forward. Yes. But wise woman is forward. If your wise woman is forward. Okay, so today, hello, Kay. Today we're talking about the crab mentality. Has any of you heard about the crab mentality? This seems to be one of the more popular ones. There was a lot of different videos on it and things like that. So the crab mentality. So if you were to go out and you were to go fishing for some crabs and you find one crab and you put it in a bucket, that one crab will find its way out of the bucket. It can get out of the bucket alone. But as you start to catch more crabs and put more crabs in the bucket, the crabs will start pulling down the one crab who is making its way out of the bucket. Now, if that one crab was like really getting pissed off because all the other crabs were pulling it down and really with all the ferocity and anger trying to get out of the bucket, the other crabs will pull it down and break its legs. And then, if that weren't bad enough, if that crab continues to fight, all the other crabs will kill the crab. Which is incredibly sad because if you're catching crabs and you're putting them in the bucket, ultimately all the crabs are going to die if they don't escape, right? So the whole crab mentality is, if I can't have it, you can't have it. If I can't have it, you can't have it. So it's this whole mentality that we kind of can fall victim to around pulling each other down when somebody's finding success. In one of the, in the, what is it, 21 Day Get Moving Challenge? I think it was. I talked about a saying that Brene Brown had that was really powerful, that she calls them candle blower outers. And do you hang out with people who are blowing out your candle? Right? So in this perspective, at first sight, the one side of the illusion is if I can't have it, neither can you. And it's this mentality that there's not enough to go around and that we will unconsciously blow out each other's candles and sabotage each other because we're afraid that if she can have the success, I can't have the success. Like there's not enough take to go around. There's only so much to go around. And this is the mentality that females especially have been kind of brainwashed to believe for centuries, right? We've heard this many times before. They will say that women are the worst to each other, which one of my intentions with Wildly Alive is to build sisterhood and community and really break down that mentality because it's absolute bullshit. It really, really is, because when women actually get together and they empower each other and they support each other and they cheer each other on, there's something that happens called the shine effect. It really goes hand in hand with the candle analogy, is that the more candles you put together, the brighter we are. That's the same for women. That essentially I have seen so many times within my life. We actually have a class in the membership called Soul Sister, and I'm so excited to teach this class again one final time. And we talk a lot about this. We talk about when you really surround yourself with positive, uplifting women, you all start to rise together and at exponential speeds, right? I was saying this about the geese. And I feel like some of you could attest to this. Marie, right? Marie's in the sisterhood. Erin's in the sisterhood. When I ask women what their favorite part of being in the community is, or being in the program is, so many of them say the sisterhood. I mean, I have literally had women sign up saying, I just want to be in the sisterhood. I love you, Nicole. I love the content, but the sisterhood, like I need that in my life, because they start to feel the shine factor. And something that I really want you to hear with this particular illusion that was taught to me that is so powerful and has really helped me move through my own challenges with being a candle blower outer. I would never, and I think this goes along for you as well, I would never be a person who would outwardly sabotage another person. I would never say anything, but I had to check my energy. If I was recognizing that a friend of mine was finding success in an area and I wasn't over the moon excited for her, and a part of me felt a little jealous, I had some inner work to do. So something that I said to myself, and I want you to say this to yourself, if it dwells around me, it dwells within me. If it dwells around me, it dwells within me. That was always so powerful for me to hear. I want to see that below. And something else that I was taught that I thought was really good is proximity to power. If we are in close proximity to powerful people, to powerful women creating change in their lives, I am in close proximity to that. I am in really, so that means that if it dwells around me, it dwells within me. Proximity to power. Proximity to power. When you are surrounded with powerful women, this is the women in the Wildly Alive membership, for sure. When you are in close proximity to them, it is more likely to happen for you. So when you step into that, thank you, Erin, for being for putting that below. Where's everyone else at? And what else did I want to say? There's plenty to go around, right? So I think first off, with the first part of the solution, you have to be honest with yourself where you are being a crab energetically. Because I know that you would never verbally bring somebody down. And maybe this, like you have seen this in your workplace, somebody gets a promotion and they kind of like diminish the promotion and say that the only reason why they got that is because the other person quit. Like, that's not cool, right? Or say you're wanting to really create change around your body, right? You're really wanting to create change around your body, or you're seeing one of your friends find success and lose weight and feel really happy. How do you feel about that? Be honest with yourself. Wise woman forward. Is there a part of you that's a little jealous? If it dwells around me, it dwells within me. Proximity to power. She is in her power. I am in close proximity to her. That makes me closer to that level of power. That is how you shift that. Now, as I started thinking about the crab mentality and I started thinking about the community, I was like, you know what? I think more than anything, aside from that illusion, I think the illusion, the fear of success is stronger here. The fear of success. What if all of my friends are struggling with their weight and all of my friends are doing this diet and this and my mom's doing it and everyone's doing it and they're all struggling? What if I become the person who actually overcomes this? What if I'm the first one to finally lose the weight and feel happy in her body? What's going to happen with my group of friends and my relationship with my mom? What if I start to create these changes and create these strong boundaries and I realize that my friends are like trying to like feed me bread and say, come on, just have a cheat day. Come on, just come drinking with us. Just come drinking with us, whatever. I know that you're not really trying to drink anymore or drink as much as you were, but come on, it's Sally's birthday. Take a deep breath. What if you become the person who outgrows your community, your group of friends? What if you're the one that gets the promotion and all your work friends start to snarl a little bit? Fear of success. I know this one more than you will ever know. There was a split in the road in 2011. There was a split in the road. For any of you who did Sisterhood Rising, which was the free like masterclass I did in here, as we kicked off Soul Sister, I shared all about this story about my high school group of friends. And I was ready to start coaching. I was ready to start my coaching career. I signed up for a $20,000 coaching program. I was ready to take my life to new heights. I was young. I was like 22. And most of my other friends were not in that place. They were still, bar hopping and sleeping around and, being 20-year-olds. But I was just ready for something different. I'm not saying that I was any better than them. I was just shifting sooner than they were shifting. And there was literally a split in the road. Like the universe divided this road so much where I had to choose. I mean, it was a choice. It was crazy. I had this $20,000 program that I signed up for it was 3 different retreats throughout the year. And one of the retreats landed on my best friend at the time's wedding. Our relationship was already very shaky. It was a frenemy kind of relationship as I kind of see it in hindsight. She was not really a friend. There was a lot of competition, but I was the one who was kind of being inadvertently bullied by my best friend. Can anybody relate to that? I didn't realize it until later. But the retreat landed on her wedding day. And again, things were already kind of rocky. She was already kind of sabotaging me. And I had a choice. I had to choose. And I knew that if I chose the retreat, that all of my friends were going to go to her wedding. It was hard. And I cried a lot. And it was a really hard few years. After that, I will be totally honest, I felt very alone. Because I was ready to rise. I was ready to spread my wings. I was ready to go big. I was ready to do really incredible things with my life. But it meant that I had to walk away from, really, they were my family, because my family was extremely volatile. My childhood was extremely volatile. And a lot of my friends' childhood was like that too. So we bonded together. We were like sisters. But they ultimately did not support my decision. And I was cast out of the group. It was really hard. And I'll tell you, since I just realized that happened to me with my lady high school friend, right? And so I will tell you that some of those friends we have reconnected, and apologies, they apologized to me. And one of my friends even said, I think that I was jealous of you. And so some of those relationships, I will say one of those relationships have been reconnected, and we're really good friends now. But most of them, no. And ultimately, I just had to ask myself, do I want to surround myself with people who are going to bring me down? Do I want to surround myself with people who aren't happy for me? Do I want to surround myself with people who I constantly have to feel like I have to deflect my success and my joys of life? Because that's what I was ultimately doing too. It's like I found this really great man. I found Zach at that time. We were newly together. And I just felt like I had to keep myself small around them. I couldn't talk about that stuff with them. Such a shame, but it was time for you to fly. Exactly. And it's time for you to fly too. I'm not saying that you need to cast yourself away from all of your friendships. Please know that. But what I will say is that as you start to rise, and your life starts to get better and your health starts to get better and you are happier than ever, because that's what happens when you come into the wildly alive world. Wise woman forward. Just want to remind you of that. You will realize that some people who you love may not support you, but they may not support you right in this moment. Because really the friend that really mattered to me, that broke my heart the most, was the one that we remended, and we are still friends today. And she cheers me on. She's like, Nikki, I think you're gonna be as big as Jay-Z. Like, she's so funny. She is all about my success. She is like, I'm gonna be cheering you on. Like, she is my ultimate cheerleader right now. And so as you start to better your life, this may happen with one or two people that you never thought would happen to. But you ultimately have to ask yourself do you want to be around people who bring you down? Do you want to keep yourself small out of fear of leaving people behind? Because I will tell you, I broke the mold for so many of my family members. My cousins, I inspire my cousins. I inspire them. They see me doing things in my life that are really fun and exciting, and I radiate so much joy that I inspire them now. Maybe at first I kind of triggered them as I was taking my leap up, but I broke through a lot of ancestral, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I know that I'm blowing the minds of my ancestors because I chose a different route. I chose to break the cycle, those unhealthy, toxic cycles that were within my family dynamics. I'm not totally free of all of them, but I just chose to do better. I chose to go higher. I chose to break the mold of my ancestors. And because of that, I am now inspiring my family to also come up with me. And so you'll become an inspiration. And it maybe at first it will sting, and maybe at first it will be hard, and maybe at first you will get some pushback. But I'm telling you, when you find the success, when you find it and you stand in it proudly, you will inspire people to come up with you. Eventually it will pay off. I remember my uncle was addicted to heroin, and I didn't even really know like if he was gonna live, or it was really bad. It was really bad. And he got sober, and I don't know the whole story, but he followed me on Facebook for a really long time when I had my other account that didn't get shut down, and I was always posting. And he would say to me all the time, he'd be like, Nicole, you are inspiring. You are inspiring me. I watch you and you inspire me. So yes, there is a fear of success. And yes, the fear of success keeps you small and makes you sit at home and eat and feel sorry for yourself and feel like that flea who can't break the cycle, right? This is really tied into that flea. But you need to remind yourself that it is safe for me to succeed, and that the people who love me will cheer me on. And maybe the people who love me will try to pull me down, and that will kind of break my heart. That will break my heart, but I deserve better. I deserve better. And eventually I will inspire them. That's what I will do. And so it's important for you to be surrounded. I have risen so much. Yes. I love it, Erin. It is really important for you to surround yourself with women like this. This is the Wildly Alive Sisterhood. If you don't feel it here in the playground group, which I'd be surprised if you don't, you feel it 10 times more in the Wildly Alive Sisterhood within the membership. And you need these women in your life as you are starting to break those molds, as you are starting to rise, and maybe some other crabs are kind of pulling at your feet and saying, come on, just eat the pizza. Even though you don't want to eat the pizza, like just do it. You're going to need a strong sisterhood and community to help you through that. And that's what we're here for. And that's what we're going to do. in this last hurrah, going through all the classes in the Wildly Alive membership one more time. I'm so excited. We had 2 more women jump in. We had Marie. Marie is a longtime Wildly Alive woman, and she's been in and out, and I'm so thrilled that she's going to be joining us in this last hurrah. And then we have Kelly. Kelly also jumped in, which I think she's here. And we would love to have you too. So go to wildlyalivemember.com, and the Illusions code expires to the end of tomorrow. Okay. So that is the crab mentality. This is a big one. I just want you to breathe. I want you to feel your feet on the floor. I want you to roll your shoulders back. I want you to put your hand on your heart and say, it's safe for me to rise. It's safe for me to be successful. Say this: I'm going to be a fucking inspiration. That's what I'm going to be. Because you will. If you aren't already. All right. Okay, 2 more illusions to go. I will see you soon. I love you all. When in doubt, ask your body. Bye.